Ninth event, Class 3, 1,200 metres the trip here, and they are headed by Mr. Genuine, who takes the drop in class, the three-time winner over this trip at Happy Valley. Game Changers, a last winner at Happy Valley as well, also over the 1,200 metres. Big party out, Earth Trilogy, the debutante, gets a start here. Thrilled, also making his Hong Kong debut, a three-time winner in Australia. Prance Dragon, who was beaten favourite at Happy Valley on his last start. Cool Team finished, last time we saw him, he's only run so far back in May, but not about fifth behind Refined Treasure. Got a drag on the blinkers off, still a maiden, and Hero Time finished last on his last start. That was on New Year's Day behind Young Legends. Game Changers and Cool Team. So makes his belated return. I've been up at Chung Farm.
Of the newcomers, Thrilled has got plenty of natural speed. Earth Trilogy, I'm not quite sure whether he'll be as handy, but I think Thrilled, of the two newcomers, he'll win the early race, I would have thought, in the initial stages. Superwise can race handy. Outside of that, there's not really a great deal of pace in the race. I wonder whether Prance Dragon might try and be a touch closer. Had blinkers on 2 starts ago, blinkers off last start. He was very slow out, so concerning.
Yeah, Game Changers. He broke his maiden last start. It was a good win at Happy Valley for him, but he has run well at Sha Tin before. Joe Moreira, barrier number 1. He's come on from that win, so no problems with him if you do like him. Here is Earth Trilogy. He's working here with another horse, First Responder, who's in the race earlier on, but Earth Trilogy, he gallops nice enough here. He comes into this race now, Earth Trilogy. He's 1,071 pounds. He's had 2 trials as well. Shadow Roll will go on him on debut. And here's his Prance Dragon, but that was working with Sparkling Dragon earlier on. Victor Wong was aboard for this particular gallop. Sylvester de Souza, though, will take them out on race day.
Judged on that bit of track work, if Prance Dragon jumps, he'll be right in the early picture, I would have thought.
All right, OK, so a slight change, or possible change. There's some variation with the speed map. Let's start off with Game Changers, and that win at Happy Valley last time out.
It's been a long time coming, 16 starts, but eventually got there, started 3.3 favourite, defeated Waldorf. He hasn't franked the form by going to Sha Tin, but he might be just a Happy Valley horse. But Game Changers, not a huge amount of him. He's got to carry a big weight here of 130.
Yeah, that's the... he's only a little horse, and he's under 1,000 pounds. 80-80's been disappointing, isn't he, since he won that race?
Definitely.
He looked quite good.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to Prance Dragon. It was slow out as we pick it up swinging in. Didn't get the clearest runs down the straight here. That's the eventual winner.
Yeah,
just
I think you were, if I remember rightly, Andrew,
you were beaten here, wasn't he?
You were looking for the rubbish bin at this point to throw up into because he was a bit unlucky, Prance Dragon. Yeah, I think he'll go better actually coming to Sha Tin, the bigger track.
Yeah, I think he'll run really well, especially on the back of that track work. So I've got him in the numbers. I've got one to beat him.
I'll be picking up the rubbish bin if he gets beat again.
Let's have a look at the first starters here. Thrilled, so in the club colours, not the colours he'll carry on race day, and wins this trial. The first 2 pull away. Yeah,
I really like this trial from the source. I think he's got plenty of ability. The Shadow Roll will go on debut. He's 1,104 pounds. Both trials have been really good here. As you said, both horses ran away here in this trial. If he reproduces this, I think he'll go close to winning the race.
This will lead, I think.
Yeah.
And will take some running down.
Yeah.
He won Newcastle Gosford and then went to Warwick Farm, so he was just getting better and better in Sydney before he came here.
Yeah, he's raced under the same name for James Cummings. This is Earth Trilogy. It was Table Mountain when Paul Masala trained him for 2 wins.
Yeah, Musselbrook.
Yeah, nowhere near Table Mountain.
Yeah.
No. Probably couldn't get further away.
I think he probably wants a run for me and a fraction further. I'm more interested in Thrilled of the 2 newcomers. I'm not suggesting he can't run a race, but the other one for me.
Yeah, definitely. I like Thrilled of the 2 of them.
All right, he's actually favoured at this stage because he's taken the place of Big Party, so there might be some Big Party money involved in all that.
Be aware of that. Big Party.
There's no party.
There's no party. Yeah. Earth Trilogy carries Saddlecloth 3.
And he would have won hands down, but he's not running. Paul, who wins this one?
Well, I'll be thrilled if Thrilled manages to get up with Zach Purton aboard on debut. I'm going to go with the first starter. Just really liked his trials. I think he's a son of Exceed and Excel, who was the same sire as Big Party. So just transferred to another one of the sons of Exceed and Excel here with Thrilled. Prance Dragon, we've seen that track work, and he was unlucky last time. Game Changers, nothing wrong with his form at the moment. It was a good win last time. And Superwise has changed stables now. He's now with Manfred Mann, and he looks a little bit more relaxed in the morning, so we'll throw him in there for 4th. 4, 7, 2 and 9.
7, 2, 4, same trio as Paul, slightly different order. I've gone Prance Dragon, Game Changers, Thrilled. Key Witness I've got in for 4th. He'll get back and close off the old timer. Superwise goes in fresh. He can probably hold a forward spot. Those 3, working around those 3, but I'm a bit like Paul. I think the more I look at it, maybe Thrilled can find the lead and be very difficult to beat. But Prance Dragon is going well.
Yeah, I got the same 4 numbers as you, Brett, and we've all got the same trio as well. So hopefully that's a good starting point there, the 2, the 4 and the 7.